Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Funda family. In this video, I will solve three interesting examples based on inverse DTFT. Before I start with my solution, I want you to try those questions first. Later you can check for the solution in this video itself. So this is question number 9. Freeze the video and try it by your own. This is question number 10 and this is question number 11. I hope you might have tried all those questions. Now, let me explain solution of question number 9. See here in question 9, we need to identify x of n using inverse DTFT. Here we have x of e to the power j omega. So we need to identify x of n using inverse DTFT. So first of all, one should know the basic equation of inverse DTFT. See, inverse DTFT, that we use it to identify x of n from x of e to the power j omega. So that equation is 1 divided by 2 pi. Integration is having limit from minus pi to plus pi x of e to the power j omega e to the power j omega n d omega. So that is how basic equation is there with us. Now let us apply limits over here. See here we have omega that is ranging from minus 1 to plus 1. So limit is there from minus 1 to plus 1. At that time x of e to the power j omega, that is e to the power minus j 1.5 omega into we have e to the power j omega n d omega. Now simply I need to club these two portions. So here we have e to the power, if you take j common, then here we have j, then here we have n minus 1.5 into omega. So now we can simply integrate this. See here we have e to the power j n minus 1.5 omega. So that integration is e to the power j n minus 1.5 omega, and here e to the power we have j n minus 1.5 with omega, so that we need to divide over here, and here we have limit from minus 1 to plus 1, you can observe. Now simply we need to simplify this. So here let us take this term out. So we will be having 1 divided by 2j, then we have pi into n minus 1.5, and here if you substitute limit with this, then we have e to the power j n minus 1.5. First limit is omega is equals to 1, minus we need to substitute second limit where we have omega is equals to minus 1. So here there will be negative sign. Now we need to understand this. Let me explain that. See, this is a term which is similar to sine theta term, where sine theta is e to the power j theta minus e to the power minus j theta divided by 2j. So if you use this over here, then you see here we have 2j that you can take in denominator over here. So we have final solution. So that will be sine of n minus 1.5, right? And here, see, we have took 2j over here. So remaining term is pi into n minus 1.5 in denominator over here, right? And see, this is what x of n, and this x of n, that is having n that belongs to minus infinity to plus infinity. So if you want x of n value, then you will have to substitute value of n over here in this equation. For example, if you want x of 0, then substitute n is equals to 0 and then solve it, make a table, and then you can plot even this signal, right? Now let me solve question number 10. See, this is quite easy. Here, if you carefully observe, h of e to the power j omega, that is 1/3 of 1 plus 2 cos omega. So first of all, we need to simplify this term. So here, see, we have 1/3 of 1 plus 2 times of cos omega. One should know cos omega, that is e to the power j omega plus e to the power minus j omega divided by 2. Let me note it over here. One should know this. Cos of omega, that is e to the power j omega plus e to the power minus j omega divided by 2. So 2 cos omega, that will be e to the power j omega plus e to the power minus j omega. So here we have e to the power j omega plus e to the power minus j omega instead of 2 cos omega. Now let me rearrange this. See, first of all, I'll be writing 1/3 of e to the power j omega. Then I'll be writing 1/3, and then I'll be writing 1/3 of e to the power minus j omega. Now why I'm writing like this? The reason is one should know inverse DTFT, that is this, and that we calculate from DTFT of h of n, right? So one should know the equation. Let me write that equation over here. See, when you talk about capital H of e to the power j omega, that is DTFT of h of n, then that equation is summation where n is ranging from minus infinity to plus infinity, h of n into e to the power minus j omega n. That is the standard equation. So if you compare these two equations, then simply one can say here with this term we have n is equals to minus 1. You see here e to the power plus j omega is there. So plus j omega means n is negative 1, right? Here with this term we have n is equals to 0, and with this term we have n is equals to 1, right? So if you compare this summation, then from this one can write h of n. Like if I write h of n over here, then at n is equals to minus 1 we have 1/3 coefficient. At n is equals to 0 we have 1/3. So here there should be arrow. Reference is having arrow at n is equals to 0, and then we have 1/3 coefficient. So that is how h of n that one can have by simply comparing DTFT equation with this polynomial, right? Now let me solve last problem of this video. See here in last problem we have h of e to the power j omega, and we need to identify h of n using inverse DTFT. So here we will be applying same equation of inverse DTFT. Let me note down that equation. See, h of n that one can have by having a equation of inverse DTFT, that is 1 divided by 2 pi. Integration is having limit from minus pi to plus pi. H of e to the power j omega into e to the power j omega n d omega. That is the standard equation. Now in this standard equation, let us substitute the limits. See here omega is ranging from minus omega to plus omega. So here I'll be writing limit from minus omega to plus omega naught. At that time h of e to the power j omega, that is 1. So that is 1 into e to the power j omega n d omega. Now this integration is quite simple. 1 divided by 2 pi integration of e to the power j omega n, that is e to the power j omega n, along with omega. Here we have jn, so divide jn over here. Limit is there from minus omega naught to plus omega naught. Now see if I take this out, so here we have 2j and then we have pi n, and if you substitute limit, then e to the power j omega naught n, that is upper limit, minus e to the power minus j omega naught n, that is lower limit, right? Now we can convert this in form of sine theta equation. Let me write sine theta equation over here. One should know sine theta that is e to the power j theta minus e to the power minus j theta divided by 2j, right? So here you see we have 2j, you can take it over here and we can convert this form in form of sine angle. So this will be sine of omega naught n. You can observe theta is omega naught n, and in denominator you see 2j that we have took over here, so pi n that remains, right? And here we have n that is ranging from minus infinite to plus infinite. You can get the value of h of n by substituting value of n over here in this equation. Now there can be question like what is the value of h of 0, means h of n at n is equals to 0. Let me explain that. See, if you want to calculate this value at n is equals to 0. Why I'm saying this? We need to calculate at n is equals to 0. The reason is sine of 0 divided by 0. So 0 by 0, that form is there. So to calculate this value at n is equals to 0, here we need to take limit. So h of 0, if you want this, then you'll have to take limit where n is going towards 0. Here we have sine of omega naught n divided by pi n, right? So here to solve this, what we can do? We can multiply omega naught and divide omega naught. So here you see omega naught by pi that is coming out, and here we have limit where n is going towards 0, sine of omega naught n divided by omega naught n, and this value of limit where theta is going towards 0, sine theta by theta, that is 1. So this value is 1. So one can say this will be omega naught divided by pi. So at n is equals to 0, this value is omega naught by pi. But for other values, you can use calculator for this calculation, right? So if question is there based on plot of this, then you'll have to make a table. And in table, you can take 4 5 values for negative values and 4 5 values for positive values of n. Then you can plot it, right? So that is how one can calculate questions based on inverse DTFT. I hope now you are having fair enough idea about how to identify examples based on inverse DTFT. Still, if you have any confusion, just place that in comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video.